Hello everyone, how's it going today? It's Atsu. It feels like this just happened overnight, but it really happened in the period of 9 months that I got 250,000 subscribers. Well, we are a little bit past that, but still thank you so much for the support and the feedback you've given me so far. When I hit this milestone, my mind was kind of blown. It was definitely on my radar, but I still got incredibly hyped and I'm really humbled that my videos resonated with you guys, and also I was able to make some videos that you can get some insights out of. In this video today, I want to tell you a bit more about myself and also talk about my future plan. Before we get to that, I want to do a quick recap on how I was able to have this growth in 9 months, because I'm pretty sure hopefully people are interested in how I achieved this growth. So I'm going to break it down real quick. First of all, this didn't happen overnight. This took an intensive period of 9 months and it required a lot of hard work for sure. Technically speaking, I've been a YouTuber since 2010. I posted really miserable poor quality videos using my iPhone 4 as part of my English studies. It's really embarrassing to watch now, but at least it deserves this video. Now being a YouTuber is a dime a dozen, but back in time I was one of the rare species and I always got weird looks when I told people that I was on YouTube. YouTube was always my side hustle. After graduating from the Australian National University with distinction in 2014, I embarked on my first career as a public accountant at Deloitte, which is one of the big 4 accounting firms. Although I really liked the job, I wanted to keep doing YouTube, making blogs, etc, because I didn't want to pigeonhole myself. I wanted to keep my horizons broad, and also I was confident that I truly loved doing my own creative work. I worked my way up to manager at Deloitte in the span of 5 years, and that was 9 months ago. I'm a strong believer that life is about finding the intersection of what you really love with what you're really good at. And when I ticked off becoming a manager, I started seeing that intersection moving from accounting to creative work. I found my passion in doing something only I can do, such as creating videos, making my own books, and collaborating with many different kinds of people. One of the first videos that took off for me over the past 9 months was a clip where I had my English checked by 3 native speakers. It went down really well and now it's reached over 1 million views. And about 3 months ago, I burned all my bridges. I started to make the transition from US CPA/chartered accountant in Australia to making my own unique original content full time. To be honest, it was quite terrifying to me. But since there was no going back, I just knuckled down and went all in on creating my own content such as videos and books. We can overthink the reasons. I managed to get to the point where I can quit Deloitte and become a full-time content creator like this, but long story short, I just put in a lot of time and effort. I've spent excessive amount of time on putting my ideas together and engineering my content that would give people the biggest value possible and give me the biggest growth possible as well. I also worked really hard on ramping up my productivity, which I feature back through my channel in future. Here's one thing that you may or may not know about me. It's no exaggeration to say that I was one of the biggest slackers in the world. But when I was in high school, my dad incentivized me by offering to give me $1,000 if I studied hard enough to get to the top 10 of the class. And that carrot and stick approach worked for me completely, and that experience told me making an effort in growing myself is really fulfilling for me. Like seriously, I was surprised how far I can get and how much I can grow if I put in the hard years, and that changed my whole life. So it's really critical to find something that fulfills you and commit yourself to doing it every single day to the point where you can proudly say you are doing your best. Another random fact, I graduated with about 2 million yen debt that I borrowed from my parents because I literally didn't have enough money to pay my tuition fees and make a living while studying at a graduate school in Australia. The first thing I did with my salaries was what the most rational person would do. I spent the money on designer clothes, a watch that I wanted, and food and drinks at fancy restaurants. How great is that? I eventually grew my own business and paid off all of my debt a couple of years ago. So now let me talk about my future plan. First off, as you can see, I'm all in on ramping up the production value of my channel. People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and I think that is so true. It's like pulling teeth. It's so painful to keep doing what I don't love doing, no matter how successful that is. I don't want to produce content for the sake of producing content. I wanted to create videos and books that I can be truly proud of, so I've decided to go for the best. Another thing I really want to do in the future is, although it's definitely true that English played a significant role in my life over the past decade or so, there were so many other things that helped me become the person I am today, like things that I've done to be more productive, business knowledge, and so on. So English will still stay the core value of Atsueigo, but I'm going to branch out a bit more and share those tips to pivot my channel and kickstart more growth. Okay, that is all for today. Again, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and I'm really looking forward to growing with you.